Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I hope y'all been enjoying the videos thus far. And today we're gonna be talking about a couple things that made me side-eye. This year, you know, like I said, I've been on my little healing journey. And sometimes I'm like, alright, am I taking things a little too sensitive? Like now that I'm an emotional being, like am I just being too sensitive? Or is that a true side-eye? Like what the hell? So I'm gonna tell y'all a couple things. Y'all gonna let me know what y'all think in the comments or whatever. But there's just been a few things throughout this year that just kind of made me like. So one thing about me, I'm a girl's girl. I feel maybe a little bit. I'm a friend's girl. If you're my friend, I'm your homegirl. But anyway, and one thing I just don't like I don't like people who get in relationships and switch up. I'm sorry, I don't like it. Yes, I know your relationship is priority. Trust me, I get it. But don't be the person that when you're single, you want to be around somebody 24/7, but the moment you get in a relationship, you hear from them every 3 months. Yeah. That's a strong side eye. And to me, I think it's important, I think for me personally, I think it's important when you are in a relationship that you still maintain your friendships. Because guess what? If that motherfucker leave, guess who's still there? Your homegirls. And again, I'm not a friend that requires a lot of time, but I do think it's reasonable to at least make one day out the month to hang out with your friends. I don't want to hear when I don't want you to hang out with me when it's convenient for you, i.e. your man's out of town, your man done broke up with you, your man need distance. Don't come calling me. I ain't no filler person. I ain't no filler friend. I don't know, it gives me a strong side. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe because I'm single, but no, I just truly feel like it's important to maintain friendships outside of relationships. Because it's also important to fellowship with your women. Because sometimes you could be doing something wrong in your relationship and your friends are able to look at you and be like, girl, you need to stop doing that. Or girl, like, you need to really reflect on what you got going on. I just think it's a good time to fellowship with your girls and like catch up. You ain't gotta tell people your whole entire business. But it is an opportunity to see and reflect about your relationship or just about life in general. But to me, it's a strong ass side if you don't know how to maintain friendships. Okay? And also I just feel like men, when they get in a relationship, guess what? They still hang out with their homeboys. They still continue to live their life. I feel like more times than not, women get so consumed with the men that they make their lives their lives. And it's just like, when the man get annoyed and bored, he's like, you the only one who switched up, not him. He's still maintaining his life. Your ass ain't. I don't know. To me, it's just a side eye. So, but I also had to be like, you know what? Let people do them. Whatever, let them do them. Either you can choose to be their friend or you can't. You can warn their ass, put them on warning. Your ass is on ice. Okay? But you know, be available, not be available. And I think now what I do, like if my friends, I'm like, oh, my man's out of town right now. Can you hang out? No, bitch, I got plans. Just because I'm single don't mean I'm lonely. Just because I'm single don't mean I ain't got a life. So no, I just don't hang out. I'm not making time in my schedule to hang out with you because it's convenient for you. If we can't prioritize a friendship, then we're going to see each other when we see each other. So anyway, that makes me do a strong side eye. Another thing that makes me do a strong side eye is when people set you up with niggas that are taken. Bitch, you guessed it. I'm out of pocket. But anyway, I had to do, mind you, I've been cool with this girl for a little minute. No disrespect. But I had to side eye her ass. It's because one thing, at her wedding, she literally was like, oh, this guy is interested in you. And I was looking at him too because it's not fine. And we was chit-chatting or whatever. But the nigga was married. I don't want nobody married. The most you can do is make me laugh. But like, when it comes to that, like, what are we doing here? So, and you know, that wasn't even the part that made me side-eye. Just like, you know, whatever. But the part that made me side-eye is not, you try to hook me up with this guy who's married, that you don't fuck with the guy's wife or whatever. He claims the marriage is unhappy, get a divorce. But anyway, The side eye that made me really be like, what the fuck? Is when Halloween come and she posts a picture with her and the wife. What? What? I thought you don't like this bitch. Like, for me, it's like, at the end of the day, like, I don't know this woman. I don't owe her no loyalty, but at the end of the day, I would never play with somebody's face like that. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I don't care if our mans are cool. If I try to hook my homegirl up with your man, I'm not taking no picture and posting it. Posting it is an option. That's an option. You didn't have to take it that far. So I was just like, now I've known this girl since high school, but that is a serious ass side eye. And again, you know, some things I just like, I wanted to say something about it, but I was like, you know what, it ain't even that deep. Whatever. But that just, to me, that's just kind of crazy. Still kind of crazy. But anyway. Again, I don't know if I'm being sensitive. Y'all can tell me in the comments. I don't know if I'm being sensitive or is that a side eye. But anyway, I was just like, okay, I guess, you know, people move differently. People move whatever. Maybe they made up. Maybe the Lord found it in their heart to make up with each other. I don't even know. It ain't even my place to judge, but it is a side eye. And then another side eye I had this year. You niggas don't ever take me on a date and the funds aren't there. That is a serious side eye. This Negro, yeah, I gotta get real serious with y'all in this video. This man took me on a date. Mind you, he paid for, like, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how the date went. Y'all can tell me if it was a side eye or I'm the problem. Took me on a date. He said, first of all, I don't like when people take too long to plan stuff, but just plan something. But he was like, oh, I got a whole day planned. To me, it just kind of like you threw some shit together, but whatever. So he bought tickets for the preliminary. I'm gonna spell that word below for y'all because I ain't saying it right. I had been before, but I wasn't gonna complain because, hey, whatever. Who am I to complain? I'm not paying for this. But I feel like the tickets are super cheap. Like, it ain't that much of nothing. So we went there, and then afterwards, it's like, are you hungry? I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Like, I'm kind of hungry. I'm not that hungry, but I could eat something. So we went to a Thai restaurant, and because I wasn't that hungry, and he claimed he wasn't hungry either, we just shared a sushi. Sushi probably was like $15. He had water. I had a mocktail, which was probably like $5. That's probably like $20, $25 at most, maybe $30. Just add a little tax in there, maybe $30. So then I guess he had already had it planned for us to go to the movies, and I'm assuming he bought these tickets in advance too. I know he bought the first tickets in advance, and I'm assuming he bought the second ones in advance. So we go to the movies. He got the little unlimited popcorn and drinks. I didn't even know they did that shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, showing out. I didn't even know you can do unlimited popcorn and drinks. So it was the VIP experience. Cool. We ate popcorn, drunk slushies till we couldn't no more, and watched the movie. Bad movie, terrible movie, but whatever, we watched it. And then after that, we just kind of sat in the line and just hung out and just talked. So now we're talking for about another hour, and at this point, I'm really hungry. Like, I don't care how much damn popcorn you give me, that shit is not real food. So I was hungry, but like this 2-3 hours later, I was hungry. So I was like, oh, you want to get some tacos while we still down here? And I was like, I'm hungry. Do you want to get tacos? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. Now, I don't know if that was an invitation of him me thinking I'm about to pay, but that was not whatever it was given. We didn't really eat earlier, so this was like the real opportunity to... Oh, no, actually, it wasn't no mistake because I said, do you want to buy me tacos? And he said, yeah, that's fine. So we go to this little taco place, and I think it was like three or 2 tacos. It might have been 2 tacos for like $10 or something. I don't know. I think maybe $15. Something that wasn't too serious. So again, he got tacos, I got tacos. He got water. I think I got a mocktail again. Tab. I looked at the tab. It was about $40 or something. Again, not that bad. Add tip, $50. Mind you, this whole day we've been together. You've only spent like $30 early. Because everything else was paid for already. And he's over there fidgeting, moving quick, da-da-da. And something in my spirit was just like, do you ever think a woman should offer to pay? I don't know why I said it, but I said it. Yes, I mean, they don't have to. It would be nice, but they're not required. I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, yeah, I'm probably never gonna offer. And I'm never gonna offer. I mean, I'm not. He said, you must be a daddy girl. I'm like, I mean, if that's what you say, I still put my stuff on my dad's tab, so I guess so. And I'm 33. If I'm in the presence of a man, I don't care if it's a friend, lover, parent, I just feel like you should treat. Especially if you, like, no. Anyway, so, besides the point, he paid. We sit there for a couple of minutes, and then he was like, oh, well, we can go when you're ready. I'm like, all right, cool. We leaving out. Shall we leaving out? This waiter come running. The waiter came running. You done embarrassed me, nigga. The waiter comes running. She's like, hey. And she's telling him something with an error code, blah, blah, blah. She didn't straight up say decline, but that don't mean it didn't decline. And so he's just like, oh, my job earlier in the day, he was like, oh, I forgot my wallet at home. I was like, well, thank God. He was like, rushing here, I forgot my wallet. I said, well, thank God for Apple Pay, huh? But yeah, so he's like, you know, oh, well, can you just, mind you, decline $15. He's like, oh, can you, he look at me, can you just like pay for this? I don't feel like whatever. I was like, okay. So I was like, I was like, okay, ooh, child. Ooh. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, nigga, if you didn't have the motherfucking money, why didn't you tell me that shit while we sitting at the motherfucking table? Don't ever, like, I don't like that shit. I don't like that. I don't like it. I'd rather you say, hey, I don't want to pay for your food than us being embarrassed. But anyway, so, you know, I paid a little $15. We leave. And the next day, this man had the nerve to send me a song by Jamie Foxx. Talking about some, what the fuck is that song called? Hold on, I gotta find the song. Hold on. Y'all gotta go play this song. Y'all gotta play the song. I could have blocked that man right there on the spot. But essentially, the song is like, you can have whatever you want. Designer. I'm disgusted. Even thinking about that just disgusts me. Side motherfucking eye. Am I tripping? Am I the problem? Am I requiring too much? Fuck no, these people are crazy. Like, that's just it. Anyway, y'all. I don't know. I be like, child, y'all know I'm working on myself. I'm trying to give people grace, but some of this stuff is not acceptable. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Alright? What happened lately that you got to do somebody a side eye? Let me know, angels. Alright? Drop the comment. Like, share, comment. All that fun stuff. Subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye! Hey, I hope you all enjoyed that video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, send it to a homegirl. Let's be real with her. And if you didn't, keep strolling.